Welcome to Shade in the City. It's now I'm bringing you a recap for the Shy, season 7, episode 5. Now, as you come in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's see who is in the comments. What's good? What's good, the market? All right, so we are going to run the intro right quick, and then we'll be right back to jump in. All right. So Tamarcus said this episode is a solid 8. I agree. I agree with that. They've been coming out the gates quickly, and I can't even fake. It's been good. Like I said, there has been a lot going on, but it has been good. So we are going to start this episode off. Reg is such a bad influence. Okay, he got Jake stealing money from ATMs, while Nook is here taking out unnecessary people, trying to teach the crew a lesson. Then we see Tucson. I don't know if y'all remember Tucson from back in the day. He called his mom and said, that basically he found out that Reg is alive. And basically, she investigated that. And y'all can see I'm intrigued. That, basically, that needs to be investigated. Reg is alive, and maybe he can come out sooner if his mama found him. So, you know what? She said she was going to bring it to her superior and see what she can find. So, while Nook is out here taking out people for being too flashy, wearing too much jewelry, basically, what's the one name? Reg said that he out here spending his money on jewelry. Okay, and he told his brother it's a good investment, buying all types of gold chains. With this money, he done took out the ATM. Reg and Jake leave. Oh, thank you.
I never use it either.
You know what? Because normally I use my laptop with the notes on there. Oh, my fault. Hold on. Oh, this is. I don't know.
Look, that's why I don't use it.
Okay, Reg and Jake leave fingerprints all over all ATM machines. I agree. You would have thought as long as he been gone, he came up with some major master plans, but he a big old dummy. And then he gonna get his brother caught up too. And don't want him to do no better for himself. All right. So then we see Tiff and Keisha discussing big and whether he likes her and she likes him. And she said she really don't know what it is, but she thinks maybe he dates only trans women. Then, tells her that she thinks there's some tension though with Nook. Now, I don't know how she expected this to fall over because at the end of the day, that is her baby daddy. And that is who she was messing with for a long time. So, but I mean, I guess they swap with baby daddies. I don't know.
I swap the baby.
They are. But she said, she ain't gonna do nothing with him. She needs to focus on her unborn child. And Keisha said, yeah, while we focus on your other one. I said, oh. So Tiff is like, are we good? And Keisha is told her, yeah, but I'm kind of like, Keisha, like, but when you gonna come get your check? I mean, you seem good now. You clearly out here, able to make up the babies and solid with that. You were able to flirt and stuff, run your business. I mean, why you can't take your baby now? I said I was gonna take him for a little while, not that.
I thought you were taking care of the other girl baby, Tiffany's baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. You said Keisha. I said, what?
Yeah, Keisha need to be like when you come to get your child.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused because I was like, what?
My own commenter here.
They don't even watch the show.
She's in the comments, so I can't just ignore her. She's just in the background. She's singing in the background.
That's right.
Jamal, him and Dom are getting married, and she's like, what? But for what? For what for? And he said because he loves her. He loves her cooking, her body, and her eyes. And she's like, what? That's it? That's your reason to get married? So he's like, I ain't got nothing to prove to you. And she said, yeah, you do. If you want me to be your witness. So he was like, please, just support me.
Oh, as long as you got good eyes. Good eyes.
You want to see what that love below?
Right, okay.
Dante marrying Dom and Jamal is wild. That, you know what though? That was definitely unexpected, and it was funny as hell. I said, you know what? He did a pretty solid job. I wouldn't mind him, doing my nuptials.
Appreciate your
That's pretty good. I thought he did a swell job with his, online. DeMarcus said, "What good, Trick?"
Hey, Marcus.
All right. So then, Hannibal, he went to go see Tips, little plant babies and how they coming along. He told her that her veggies, okay, are ready to harvest. But she's got to have somebody try it. It's probably not the best. So she's with child. And to make sure they share everything about their experience with her. Then, we see Rashad, he's cleaning Alicia's boat, and that's really what he is. I just feel like he really just a dude boy. I don't know why she took this man serious. But she told him, look, you have to do that. Okay, we got people for that. And he said he likes to do it. So she's like, okay, well, when you done, can you go on and get my guest some cigars? And he said, I ain't sitting around for that. I'm gonna be gone by the time your bougie ass friends get here. So she's like, they're not bougie, they're sophisticated. And he's like, whatever you want to call them, they're boring as hell. I'm not gonna be here. And said, you know what? Vic called me and told me that Tip got some magic mushrooms and I'm trying to try. So that's what I'm about to go do. And she's like, you're gonna, miss out on this beautiful day on the water to do drugs with your friends. And he's like, yeah. That's exactly what I'm about to do. But he said that he will be back on time to get her. Let me see. I wonder if Dante will work at Pastor Ezekiel's church in Charles. Dante? I think his little online certificate just I don't think that I don't think he's gonna be at the church by any means. Okay, so then I have Reg is basically holding Jake hostage, telling him he got to stay with him because he needs somebody with him all the time. And that's the only person he can trust. So enough of this. I ain't trying to be your do boy, your bodyguard, your constant hostage. What, like, ew? Who was you with before you came home and let us know that she was all alive? That's who you need to have around you at all times. You clearly trust him because you wouldn't even let me know you was alive. And then I just feel like he's too old to be giving these guilt trips. You only person I can trust. I need you around me. So then Jake starts, coughing, from substances that they was doing. And Brent tries to pet him. He pushes Brent's hand away. And he was like, don't make me snatch that chain from around your neck. Sir, he didn't even ask for it. Okay. You gave it to him. Talking about it's a good investment. And really work for that chain because you made him. Okay. That's due to him. So then we also see Darnell. He invited his boys to a cookout on the boat. And Damien was under the impression that it was actually going to leave the dock. No, want some water. He knew damn well his daddy was too cheap for that. He was like, he ain't about to pay for no fuel. This is what he do. This is habitual. Okay, we sit on the dock and cook out. So Damien is like, this is stupid. and they're noticing that everybody else got chefs and DJs. Darnell was like, listen, I'm my own chef and my own DJ. I don't know. I've been pretty damn bored. So I want to know who the hell was else on the boat. There was two people on the back. And one Tip and Keisha wasn't there. Whatever. All right, so okay, now I have watched the episode. Oh, you haven't watched the episode this week. I appreciate it. Thank you, Blade and Truth. As you see, I'm in Teresa's studio today. What? Are you for real? Hold on, because I'm using Teresa's computer. Let me get her. Turn this damn microphone, y'all. I'm so sorry. Like what is this? Really? Were y'all able to hear me at all this time? Like this entire time? You know, we gotta blame Trace for this. This is her studio setup. Yeah, when you on it. Blake Trace said that's better. All right. Girl, bye. So then we see Dom. She's getting ready to get married. I thought she actually looked really cute. Hold on. So she asked Lene, how do I look? Lene was like, you look like a bride. I mean, she was like, so do you approve or not? And Lene was like, approve of you or approve of your dress. I was like, oh, Lene, you look spicy. So Dom was like, you seem upset. She said, because y'all are moving too fast. Where's your family and your friends? Dom is like, where your family and your friends? Okay. And she was like, they're messed up, just like yours. So Lene was like, oh, is that why you're passed around? I said, oh, Lene, I don't know what's the age difference here. I mean, in real life, it's a huge age difference. But I don't know what the age difference is supposed to be, but I'm sure she can give you a little 1-2 right quick. You getting out of pocket. So Dom said that look, she grown. She can lay her cat wherever she wants to lay it. That's basically what she said. I'm sorry. Look, I got my own content, my own commenter. Yeah, she said she can lay her cat wherever she pleases. Okay, that men been doing it for years, and she don't give a damn what nobody has to say about it. And she was like, "Well, I ain't nobody. I'm your future sister-in-law." Okay, and said y'all need to stop acting like I don't matter. So Dom was like, "You know what? I'm sorry. Okay, why this girl corrected her talking about no, that's passive. You need to say I apologize." I said, oh, not you telling me how to apologize, but you know what? She was like, you know what, you're right. Okay. I apologize. And then Lene apologized for calling her pass around and said, you know, that's a term that we only use as women and to women, and that's not fair. Let me see. Hey, Steven. You know that's my boo's name. Just throwing it out there. Vacay TV. Hey, you. All right. The scene with Professor Gardner and Alicia together was iconic. Professor Gardner realized that Alicia was using Bakari as a pawn in her game by using the book deal with him. Absolutely. Okay, Steven, you give the episode an 8. So does DeMarcus. And I agree with that as well. I feel like these episodes have been good. Okay. Who's that on the side? Come say hi.
Already.
Oh no, that was just DeMarcus.
Oh, hey y'all. Hey Blatant. Who else? KJ. Hey boo.
Steven.
Hey y'all.
Dom needs to spank her. I agree. Because there ain't no way in hell. I don't give a damn. I'm marrying your brother or not. Look, we're going to teach you the law around here. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So clearly everybody is on a boat today. I mean, I don't know. Everybody had the same idea apparently, because even Pastor Hypocrite got his congregation out there with Nook. Then some guy came over to them and he told him, it was a great party. And Pastor introduced Nook as Nathan. And you can see Nook did not like that. And I didn't know that was Nook's name for real. I didn't know his name was Nathan. Then the dude said, he's a little distracted because he got to keep his eye on his car. His neighbor's car got carjacked. And then 3 weeks ago, his cousin's car was stolen from the church's parking lot. Then he said, these hooligans were hacking the ATMs and something has to be done. Maybe they need to start an after school program. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed too. Nook laughed and said, these little ninjas don't go to school. Like, what the hell make you think they're gonna go to after school program? So then he told Pastor, advise your colleague to learn how to speak to people that aren't in his tax bracket. Listen, I praise Nook for not reacting the way I thought he might have. Okay, but Nook was like, forget taxes. Okay, the government don't do nothing for me, so they don't deserve my money. And the dude told him, this is America. And he was like, yeah, it is. And America makes their own rules, and so do I. So the dude was like, look, you know what? Good luck with that. I'm a go and talk to my wife. And then he checked the pastor for calling him Nathan. He said, that's my slave name. We don't use that. Okay, it's Nook around these parts. All right. And he was like, you know what? I was just trying to help. He was like, and I look like I need that from you. So, all right, let me see. I wonder if Papa and Lene will hook up. Let me tell you something. That kind of threw me off. But I feel like everybody just kind of getting passed around. Okay. But it would be weird because Bakari stayed in his house like literally like his brother. So I don't know. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That was kind of weird. I don't know. I didn't know you was doing this live. I have been doing recaps too. We need to get together for. Okay, I'm down for that. What time you be doing it? Because look, this is the time I need to do it. This is around the time I need to do it. Okay. Okay, that Alicia and Pastor scene cold, especially with the flames burning in the scene. It was making. See, let me tell you something. I was here for it. I was here for it, and I just want her and I can even see them getting closer. I just want her to get off of Rashad. Her and Rashad together just gives me the ick. Oh. You know what? I started to yell it upstairs, but I'm not now that I have the microphone. I'll wait till she come back down. Yelling in your ear. Nathaniel. That's how I know he ain't gonna last long. You think Nook is out of here? No, Reg gotta go. I need Reg to go. I need Detective Toussaint to catch up with him. Okay, he needs to go. I'm Nook is I mean, I don't like the way he does certain things, but I still like him better than I like Reg. Or Jake and him gonna get into a fight. Oh, who you talking about? Or Nook? Nook and Jake? Who and Jake? That dude is a tightwad. Yes, he is. Papa was always feeling her. She shut him down a long time ago. I mean, yeah, but that don't make it okay. I mean, she really can't talk because she's talking about a pass around and she better not turn into the homie hopper. Pastor Z better be careful with Nook because he might end up like Pastor Stanley. Oh, yes. Blatant Truth said, you back there looking like Wendy Raquel.
I'll take
I'll take it.
Tasha Mac. Look, no, because then that means I look like Glorilla. Don't do that.
Glorilla's cute.
To some people. Look, I think you're cute and I want to look like you. Respectfully.
I don't think she really looked like Wendy Raquel that much. Oh, okay, you with this time? Okay, we can do that then. We can do that. Yeah. All right, Reg and Alicia teaming up will be huge. Yes, but I hope they don't because I really want Reg out of here, DeMarcus. We're not seeing eye to eye. We're not seeing eye to eye, sir. I'm talking Nuck and Jake.
I hope Blatant Truth got a glass for her wine. I just hope everybody enjoys your wine this weekend. It may be in a glass. That's all I'm saying, not a solo cup.
I can't deal with this. Right, Lene gotta chill. Papa just looking for love. See, Glorilla cute.
She is.
I ain't paying her no mind. Well, they have to put Glow and Wendy as lookalikes. All right, Vic and Shad had me cracking up. That's how I don't want to. Yeah, that was too much. I would never. All right. So then we see Jada and Tracy on the boat. Apparently, Pastor Charles invited them. I'm not surprised. And he said, "I'm surprised you didn't bring Keith." She said he's afraid of the water. So Charles is like, well, he's going to have to overcome that fear, when he gets baptized. She said, I don't see him being baptized by you anytime soon. Period. Right. And Jada said, you want to help him wash away his sins? And Charles is like, I'm better with the lady. She said, so I heard. I thought, oh, Jada. Oh, you know, messy stuff. Thanks a lot, DeMarcus. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Okay.
What did DeMarcus?
He said Reg is in the show now.
Is what?
In the show now. Basically, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Reg is the bad man now. DeMarcus, really? You really just like who you shouldn't. He's talking about some Team Charles. Charles got game. That's Rotimi.
Oh, because I was just about to say, DeMarcus, why are you bringing up BMF in the middle of this recap?
Oh, that's no, no.
Get ready to comment and be like, DeMarcus,
not that Charles. Not that Charles. Child, I might not put it up on the screen. Look. Keith acts hard, but scared of water. Who wrote it? It Beatles. You never look. It Beatles. They be the ones. They be the ones. Okay.
By the way, does your thing say it's snails or does it say it's trees?
It says it's trees. Who they talking to? Okay, they know who they talking to. Look, this is what I get for using your equipment, huh? All right, Keisha getting on my nerves. Keep on mentioning tips. You know what, Steven? So initially I felt like that, but I feel like she got a point. I said this was temporary. When are you gonna come get your child? You clearly in a better space. I mean, I said I would do it for a while. Like, we already got a bunch of kids at the house, and you good. You ain't got no bills to pay. You got somebody waiting on you hand and foot. You pregnant again. You up here flirting and stuff. Like, did you forget you had a whole responsibility out here? So, no. I mean, I think she needs to come and get her baby. Charles, yeah, agreed. Pastor Charles is the gospel pass around. Exactly. And of course, DeMarcus would love him. Keisha does have a point. See? I agree. Exactly. She got to, if she can flirt, she can take care of her child. I agree. Got two dudes after her. Come get your child, ma'am.
I mean, she is cute. Tiff is cute.
What they got to do?
Now, if you said I look like Tiff, I'll take that.
Jesus Christ. All right. So we're at Alicia's party now. It does not surprise me that it's all white and it does look boring, just like Rashad said. She invited Bakari to the party and introduced him to her friend Hannah in publishing. Alicia said the two, need to get more acquainted. And then, the professor starts questioning Alicia's motives. And she had him pitch the book to her and she loved it. She starts talking about book and movie deals. And he's like, I just want to tell my story. So she was like, well, you know what? You can sell drugs or you can sell books. And, he tried to tell her he don't sell drugs. She was like, what you do for money? He like, you too much in my business. Okay. I'm not telling you none of that. So she was like, yeah, that's right. Save it for the book. And she told Alicia that she wants him. And now, hold on. Okay. All right. Let me see. EJ need to go back home. I'm sorry, but he need to go back to his rightful owner. Okay. Okay. Reg is definitely gonna link with Alicia. Jake might be a casualty. Okay. It's gonna be something between Jake and Bakari. All because of Reg. All because of Reg. Reg needs. I want that man gone. He's not even like. It's not even like peace anymore. Like his brother can't even do his own business. Like he's disgusting to me. Charles and Dante working together would be a dangerous connection. I never even thought about that. I agree. Alicia is pimping Bakari and she's getting her piece too. Of course. That's why she said it's too late. It's too late to apologize. I wonder why that scared him. What she was asking is what he wants to put in the book. Because he don't know that lady. He don't know that lady and she too much in his business. She knows too much of his business. And he like, I don't want to work with her. Yes, make sure y'all hit the like button.
Please. Welcome when Tay Talks. Shout out to Tay Talks, y'all. She is a content creator as well. I had to come on because I was like, is that Tay talking? And I'm trying, hey boo.
This is my background commenter. The commentation in the back.
You know who she was. I was just saying.
No, you let everybody know. I like Reg for the show, but just not for Jake. I don't like him for either. I don't like him for Jake because he's definitely taking him down the wrong road forcefully. Because I feel like like his story would have been like Bakari. He was doing the wrong thing, and now he's starting his own business, trying to get out of that lifestyle. And for the streets, I feel like Nook is not the best for the streets, but also it's not as many bodies popping up as it was with Duda. And Reg just wants to cause chaos. So really, I don't like him for neither. Okay, and now basically we see Jake and his brother watching, at the dock, and we know why, because he's trying to get a good look at Nook, because we know he wants to take this man out. And Pastor Zeke asked Nook if he's added to his body count, and he was like, well, I told these people they gotta lay low. I asked them to lay low and they ain't listening. So he's like, well, what you ask? And he said for them not to be so flashy. So he was like, oh, okay, so you like to rule with fear. Okay, Nook is basically like, yeah, that's the only way. That's what I know. Okay. And Pastor Zeke told him there's other ways to lead. Bakari trusts Professor Gardner more than Hannah. He trusts that man more than anybody, I think. He might trust him more than Nook. White people trying to get the life right. Yep, exactly. That sounds super weird, but nothing new. Okay, if Keisha and Jada can make honest men out of Darnell and admit it, then Jamal can most definitely be an honest man, make an honest woman out of Dom. Um, I guess we'll see. You don't like Nick? You know what? I can see that too. There's a lot of things that I don't agree with that he did, especially taking out Tiff's baby daddy. That was just super unnecessary.
Mom? No, I mean that's Emmett. What? But you said taking out Tiff's baby daddy. What's he then? What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like that was super unnecessary. I thought it was stupid. I felt like if he would have tried to have a conversation or like warned him, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if that's what you want to do, and at least, you know, put the piece to him and not wait till he turned his back, like it wouldn't have ended like that. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't like that Nook did. It's just, I guess to me, it's not as much street chaos. That's how Duda used to do it, leading with fear. Exactly. And I think that's why he feels like it's the only way. Nook too much of a pretty boy to last. Oh, I mean, some would say Reg is a pretty boy too. Ah, she's talking about let me go Google Nook. If you've seen it before, you've seen Nook.
I don't know.
She want to see this pretty boy, okay? Now he's trying to get with him. Yeah, now that's too much. Cause you knew what you did and you know why she without a baby daddy. That he need to he need to stop that.
Oh, okay.
Here, pretty boy Trees.
No.
I think she think he a pretty boy. I think she agrees. She don't think he a pretty boy, but she think he fine. All right, Reg is more super thug than the. That's why he don't need to be on the streets. At least Nook thinks.
If Nook want to get shook.
Nook want to get shook. I can't deal with this chick. They are dragging this war. Oh boy. And this chick back here just lusting over Nook.
Look, I might start watching that.
Now you might start watching.
Yeah, right. Nook gonna get shook.
So what is this boy's name? Why does my phone say Marsha? Oh, God, what is his name? Okay, Vic and I don't know what the hell this boy's name is, and Siri just messed me up. Alicia's dude. Okay, so they're at Tiff's trying out her veggies. Okay, and they were all for it until they saw how it looked and was like, that looked nasty. So she basically had to make a whole sales pitch, okay, to get them to try this. And then they got a little scared also when she was like, yeah, you know, it's going to have you a little messed up. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Rashad. Thank you. Oh my goodness. He need to go too. All right, let me see. Trace bars, huh? Okay, sometimes I wish Nook and Reg could work together because I actually like Nook and Reg together. You know what? I wouldn't have a problem with that. I just think that they have two different mindsets. So I think it would still end in war. I think Nook is a little bit more level-headed than Reg. So I think there would still be issues. Who knows? I don't know. She does do a lot though. Maybe you know, she's seasons behind. That's probably why it's too much to catch up on. That's really probably the issue. Oh, hold on. Jake is not a little boy, but yet you, Victor, what? Out here You and Victor out here getting high, not watching his brother. Honestly, Jake been rude to Vic since Reg came back, so he needs to have that same energy for Reg. I think he don't have that same energy for Reg because he's scared of Reg and he's not scared of Vic. Is really what it's given, and I think he doesn't want to tell Vic or let Vic know because Vic already feels some type of way about Reg being back and staying with him, and that's gonna cause even bigger issues for them. Oh, they said you got bars, Trace.
Oh, thank
you. Nook should be Reg's right hand man. I think they would still have problems. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, you saw the comment? Yeah. Too far behind. Rashad and Victor have mother issues. Yeah. And why Reg ain't say where he been. So for me, that's what I would have brought up. How am I the only person that you trust? And I don't know where you've been. You didn't let me know you was alive. Whoever you was hanging around that whole time when you was hiding out, that's who you need to be around. That's who you need to have around you 24/7. Because that's who you trust. It ain't me. Because I didn't find out till later. Reg and Nook will balance each other out. You think so? You got faith, DeMarcus. Reg keep punking Jake. He really do. He really do. He really do. So Reg keep punking Jake, shaking my head. Shame, but it is his consistent character. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Okay, so we on this whole marriage thing again. Emmett, he's talking about everybody's acting like this is the only way he should be able to see his child, and his daddy tells him that's the way to protect his woman even after he's gone. And this boy is really under the impression that he's safe now that dude is gone. And his daddy told him, yeah, but Nook don't seem too safe either. So watch him too. And Damien said that he don't believe in monogamy. Okay. He said this world is way too big to just have one soulmate. His daddy said, listen, as long as you don't bring home none of them soulmates pregnant, because I got enough grandkids. I said, oh, shots fired. Okay. But Emmett said he loved Keisha. He's going to marry her one day. He just don't want to feel pressure because she's pregnant. And Damien told him he sound dumb because Nook is going to sweep right in there and take her from under his feet. And he said he don't think that because he think he's trying to get with Tiff and is. And his daddy told him, look, you better stop playing around with that girl. Okay. You better make an honest woman out of her. All right. All right. Let me see. Nook will never be Reg's underboss. Nook worked too hard and went through too much to get the top spot from Duda, and literally took it from Duda. You're not wrong. He took it from Duda, like took out Duda and took his top spot. And now you come out of hiding because this man is gone. I took him out and he's gone, and you want to come take my spot? No, I'll take you out too. Jake might be the one to take out Reg. Ooh. You think he's going to take out his own brother? Ooh. Okay. This season is moving fast. I don't like how Nook is casually hanging around like he didn't off Rob storyline. Yes, the storyline is all over the place. I agree. And I listen, I hope Alicia, well, no, because then Nook is out of here. I would be okay if they was both gone. If Nook and Reg was both gone, but Reg got to go first. I need Reg gone first, okay? And then if Alicia finds out that he took out her son, I'm cool with that. And then she, gets him off the face of the earth. Trig choking Victor was a flashback of Franklin St. Battle. You know what, DeMarcus? I saw the same thing when I saw that scene. I said, oh my God, this is just like in Snowfall when he was high off his ass. All right, Emmett gonna be the one to find out that Nook did it. That would make sense, especially with the scene where his daddy was like, basically, watch out for Nook. Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. I think I don't think it will be intentional. I think Jake gonna spaz out and get Reg. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The man got to go. Jake signed up for Reg. Signed up for Reg. Tried to stop him. Jake didn't listen. Reg told Jake it's for life. Well, I mean, that was so long ago. And maybe he thought that it was over because his brother was gone. Okay. He was a baby. Give him a pass. Nook super foul, unalive Rob, push up on his baby mama, and super weird and foul. All right. I hear you. Okay. I hear you. All right. But we can't just stay focused on that. All right. The streets are safer. All right. Now that Nook is in the top spot. All right. That's what we are focused on. Okay. All right. So then Dom and Jamal are getting married. I cannot believe this is what Demarcus was talking about. I cannot believe that they got Dante to marry them. Apparently, he became ordained online. It's a thing. People do it. Okay. And he definitely made it his own. I actually thought it was really cute. I thought he did a great job. Okay. I wouldn't mind if he did my nuptials. Like I said, I thought he did good. Okay. But, of course, now that they are officially married, their first order of business was to get it in. And that's exactly what they did. So then Alicia wants to tell Bakari, congratulations. He said, I ain't working with that lady. She just want to make money off my pain. And she said, we'll make sure you get a good deal. And he said that he didn't want his book in her hands. She told him, I changed your life. You need to be thanking me. And he said, I asked you for an opportunity not to change my life. This lady told him, well, it's too late. And off she went. Then Gardner and his wife come and told him, don't let Alicia control him. So he said he doesn't want someone to make more money off his art than him. And Gardner said, in this business, unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumble. So he asked if he can publish it himself. And he said, you know what? It's not easy, but it's not impossible. So he said that he'll check into the cost. Let me see. Let me get to these. I am more Team Nook. I am. I admit that. I'm more Team Nook than I am Reg. I ain't never tried to hide that from y'all. Don't forget he's the reason Keisha got. Okay. Whoa. That's a lot. That's a lot to put on him. He's not the reason she got kidnapped. Now, had he been available, it would not have happened. Had he taken her home, it would not have happened. I'm not going to say he's the reason that it happened. Goodness. All this Nook hate. Oh my gosh. The Lala storyline is a waste of TV time. They use that time in developing other characters. They can use that time in developing other characters of more importance. I agree. And then she really just came out of nowhere because she's been missing. And really, yeah, it is given we need to take up some space. All right, vacay. All right. I see you. All right. It's too late. Alicia will use Reg to eliminate Nook for taking out Rob and eliminate Reg, trying to take out two birds with one stone. So Marcus, you and these theories. Yes, I see. I see the Reg love. Okay. I see the Reg love all through the chat. I see it. You know what, Trace? I love that for you. I was about to say, but really, you don't have a leg to stand on because you ain't watching the show. So dramatically, please explain to me that made a lovable character. Would love to know. He literally has been back for like what 3 episodes, and I can't stand him.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand.
Thank you, Demarcus, for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Demarcus.
You hear Trace in the background too. Nook ain't ish. Wow. Okay. All right. Goodness. How you gonna off somebody, then want to bang their baby mama? Reg ain't ish, but at least he upfront about it.
I will not tolerate any Nook slander.
Right? I will not tolerate any Nook slander. Okay, yes, I'm not saying he's the, best person. All right. But and he has done some messed up things. What I'm saying is the streets are safer with him versus Reg. Okay? Goodness. We cannot look in big black bowl caps. We can't trust Nook.
That's how y'all feel.
Okay, Alicia got her paws on everybody. It's just a matter of time. Jake in big trouble. Pastor Zeke is going to be in on it. Is his eyes lit up? Oh, his eyes lit up. Nook don't stand a chance. So, Steven, I saw that, and it was definitely giving Nook might be out of here, thanks to Pastor Hypocrite. I'm okay with Nook going. I just need him to go after Reg. I need Reg gone first. Okay. Yeah, it's like they just wanted Lala there for a reason to show Lala naked. And they did. And I said, damn, they ain't even got no sheets on these people. Like, they ain't cover them up at all. Just, okay. Yeah, it was given. They just wanted to show her body. Reg finally bring the edge back to the shop. You know what? You know what? Yeah, Steven, thanks. That's what it's giving. That's definitely what it's giving. Barton is doing his job. Wait, who? That's Reg, because oh, okay. I guess is that his real name? And yes, I do. I can't stand him. Who fine? Who you talking about is fine? Are you talking about Reg or you talking about Nook? Nels, I love how you root for the villain to go against the grain and
That's
being
DeMarcus.
different.
Right. That's DeMarcus.
DeMarcus, you the one.
Right.
You the one that was rooting for the villain, sir. Oh my goodness. All right. That's right. They're gonna try to take out Tiff because she ain't give the draws. What? She gonna figure out that he got robbed. Sorry. Dom is sexy. Yeah, she is. She's a baddie. Okay, Nook, you think he fine too? Look, Trace. She think he fine too.
He got a trustworthy face to me.
She said he got a trustworthy face to her. Maybe you can trust him. When Tay talk, maybe you can trust him, okay? First scene. All right, let me see. So then Damien asked Emmett and Dad if they want to do a spades tournament. It's paying 5 racks. And his daddy said spades and money don't mix. Okay. It's about pride and respect.
That's a shootout.
It's a tournament. It's like a professional tournament.
And that's a shootout.
Oh, okay.
So spades and money do not mix. Okay. People have been unalive without money being involved in spades. Spades and money do not mix.
Okay. Well, his daddy told him he ain't supposed to be gambling nowhere. And Damien said he's fine. So I guess we learned something else about Damien. Apparently, he must have a gambling problem. And Emmett said he ain't doing it because if he lose any money, Keisha gonna take him up out this world. And then Vic and Rashad are at the house. They out of their minds, hallucinating. Vic thinking his reflection is, I guess his back in the day reflection is choking him. Rashad is having flashbacks of his neglectful ass mama. Then when they finally come to, they're still reflecting on,
how they feel about what happened. They both realized and they didn't get enough love as a child. And it was really giving a real like therapy session for a second. I think I even saw Rashad shed a tear. Um, I think Emmett gonna figure it out, but I think gonna take Nook out. That D-Tech Tucson coming back for Reg. Yes, Nook ain't got no D-Tech after him. Also, I'll let your love for Nook slide despite him house trapping a bunch of women. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Nook was in Force also for one episode with Tommy. You remember him in Force? I don't remember that. Well, he said you would have remembered that face. Mm-hmm. Well, he said DeMarcus said it was for one episode. You know, DeMarcus remember everything. I was gonna say, so now I gotta go back and go find DeMarcus remember everything. That's right. Spades and money don't mix. People right. Get underlined for reneging. I guess especially if money is involved, you definitely gonna be a renegger. And hey, Cortland. Treg may be returning soon. Soon, no more Victor. Oh, you mean like the bad Victor may be returning? Okay, Yale off Nook, so he can be on Power with Tommy. I mean, I watched that too, so. Okay, Damien had a gambling problem last season for the show. I don't remember that. I don't remember him having a gambling problem. I just remembered him being scared of Keith. Him coming in, needing a job, being scared of Keith, and doing the books. I can't wait for Emmett to find out that Reg is alive. Hey, Spades for the week. Trig. They're getting a lot of the characters off the show. Yes, they are. If something happens to Jake because of Reg, Trig is coming back. I hope nothing happens to Jake, but he does got him out here doing all types of stuff. So it is definitely possible. All right. So Jada is getting the scoop on this church. She asked some lady how long she's been a member of Pastor Zeke's church, and she said she comes for Pastor Zeke, but sticks around for Pastor Charles' benediction. Okay. She said, I love the message. He wants for all of us to have love, prosperity, and anything our heart desires. So Jada was like, well, what does your heart desire? She said, I'm going to just say this. Pastor Charles has a way of getting a woman on her knees. Ooh. Jada told her, so Jada was like, oh, so you mean like for prayer? She said, yeah, for prayer. So Jada told Tracy, girl, you need to slow down with Pastor Charles. She said, I ain't even sped up yet, girl. It ain't even like that. Jada tried to tell her, you know, what she heard. And she said, everybody got a past. Everybody makes mistakes. And of course, you know, at this point, Charles comes and interrupts the conversation. Boom. So when they got some alone time, Tracy asked him, how many women on this boat have you slept with? He said, well, how many women are on this boat? She was like, yeah, that's not funny. Is Tracy the one that was messing with Duda? Mm-hmm. I've never seen it. Girl, she just make bad decisions after bad decisions. Yeah, she make real bad decisions. She been doing that. So he said, listen, I got to be honest, okay? A man in my position, I get a lot of women that throw themselves at me, and I'm human. And I like the attention. He said, but I want their focus to be on God and not me. And he said, you know what? I'm going to show you that my actions speak louder than this sinful gossip that you've been hearing. Sir, you full of it. And then did you see when she walked away, he was looking at her ass like, yeah, I want some of that. It was giving, I just want to smash. And then Reg is being super weird again. He's in a car with Jake talking about if I start this war, I'm gonna need you by my side. As if he ain't gonna force him to do it. And then tells him he needs to stop hanging around Bakari. So he's like, your enemies ain't got nothing to do with me. And he was like, it's got everything to do with you. Now stop hanging out with him. Like, what? Sir, if you can do all that, get off my couch. Get off my couch. Go get your own stuff. Go get your own place. Go get your own shit. Okay? Go far away. Because right now you staying in my stuff and control. You done came home, took over my place, took my car back. Now won't let me leave your side. And got me running the streets with you, doing all this dirty work, trying to get me caught up just like you. No, he got to go. He got to go. Yes. Hit that like button and subscribe. All of them can go. They're bringing back the characters that matter. I'm all the way here for Team Reg all the way. Yes, Dan the man. Yes, we're quite aware that you are Team Reg. You've made that quite clear. Thank you. Nook is gangster. Bury him with his chains. Cortland, you know what? I felt like that was an unnecessary schmurder. I felt like it was unnecessary. I'm like, I know he's trying to like he said, lead with fear, but and I mean things like that will do it. I just felt like that was uncalled for.
And look, giving Ronnie vibes, little more vibes. Just does something to me.
This girl is crazy. That girl is crazy. I'm ready for Charles to turn into Dre. Ew, not Dre. Not Dre, not Power Dre. Are we talking about that Dre?
I think that's what he's saying.
Because ain't nobody like Dre. Dre was most hated. Jake has put in the background. Jake has been put in the background for the past season, at least before Reg came back. So now he is important to the story again. Yeah, but he getting punked. He's a punk. He is a little do boy. Hey, Charles the gospel pimp, on your knees, Lord. I hollered when she said that. Charles with the bad jokes. Charles about to turn into Dre. Tracy is no different from Dom. Agreed. The devil is a liar. Non-pastor Charles. Charles is better for Tracy than Unc. Who are you talking about? Than Keith? I mean, he might give her something. He nasty. Yeah, Bakari about to be gone for Shadow. Yes, I agree. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And literally, Professor told him, normally, when you're trying to change your life around, you got to stay out these streets because that's how it happens. Jake was looking like all I can do in this war is make all y'all some t-shirts that say no. He don't want no parts of the war. He don't want no parts. Okay. Are you forgetting what Bakari said? Don't end up like your brother. Then murdered their baby. Yeah, he saved his life, but the way I see it, Reg getting his retribution. All right, Team Reg. All right. Okay, Detective Cruz got to return to help Tucson. Tucson has to arrest Reg. Could get her son out. I didn't get that. DeMarcus, speak on that. I know DeMarcus now. DeMarcus remembers everything. Main man. Dre burning as hell. Exactly. So I don't know how much better he is for her. How not gonna tell the man how to spend his money. Exactly. I mean, I'm glad the son, okay, but damn, that means he's been in prison for the past 4 seasons, off screen trying not to drop the soap. Oh my goodness. Okay. They say Tracy for the streets. She is for the streets. Felicia Rashad's character, Renee, is Kenya's grandmother. And I wonder if Kenya tells Renee that Nook took out Rob and Zay and Renee tell Pastor Ezekiel. Mm. Mm. Hey, share my love. All right, for real, Cruz wouldn't give Ronnie a break. Kept trying to arrest him for that murder. Actually, I like Dre and OG Power. Of course you did, DeMarcus. Of course you did, because you are always on the wrong side. That doesn't surprise me. Okay. All right. So Alicia called Rashad, and of course we know he's still too high to even hardly answer the phone. She told him he's late, and he's like, you know what? I'm coming. I'm messed up though. And she's like, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Sound just like a woman. Then Pastor Hook and Crook, okay, swoops in, talking about you need a ride? With no questions asked, she done left with this man. Then they sitting down, chatting it up about, when she's coming to his church. And she was like, when you show me that God is real. So he's like, all right, you know what? I know you're kind. At some point in your life, you really believed in someone and they let you down, and said nothing crushes faith quicker than disappointment. She asked if her faith can be restored. He said, God always finds ways to remind us that he's God. And there will be a point in life when you have to believe in something bigger than ourselves. She said, I ain't got time for that. All right. I want to take out every man who takes out somebody with no conscience. And he's like, how you plan on doing that? And she said, by bribing the soldiers. He said, that's a lot of money. And she said, that ain't no problem. I got them ends. All right. So he's like, what you need from me? And she says to be on the lookout for every man who unalives for no good reason. He said young men in the community, are just starting to trust him. And why should he send them to her to be slaughtered? She said, with our streets safer, I'll have a lot more money for your expansion fund. And, I'll be able to start a fundraiser. She told him she'll do it with a few million. He like, I got rich folks too. And she said, not as rich as mine. All right. And told him to find out who racking up these bodies. So then, just like DeMarcus said, apparently Papa done took out Lene. She said, this is while her brother and new sister-in-law were treating their new house like a honeymoon suite. And really, it was giving, real close kind of vibes. I thought it was weird because, like I said, Bakari was like a brother to him. I mean, they was literally staying in the same house. It was super weird. And then we see Detective Tucson showing her superior photos from the ATM, where these two was taking money out of, and told him that Reg is still alive. And she knows that from a trusted inside source. So we know it is about to go down. Let me see. Let me get through these last better comments. That G-Wagon was funky. How you stay in this SUV all day. They're on the air, I'm sure. Goodness. Towards the end, Alicia and Tiff might find out Nook off to Rob somehow. I believe so too. Okay. You honor your name. You could use some good sun energy for all that shade you throw in at chat. Good guy. Well, thank you. I take it as a compliment. Okay, if Reg and Alicia form an alliance, Nook is screwed. That is true. And Corlin, even if they don't, just her finding out that he took out Rob is going to be a major problem. And like I said, I don't have a problem if Nook gets taken out. I just need it to be after Reg. And Alicia is close to flipping Bakari if he doesn't choose Nook over her. Yeah, I agree. All right, y'all. So that is the end. Okay. If you have not already, please hit the like button. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and you hit the notification bell. Make sure you're following us on all platforms: TikTok, IG, Blue Sky, and Facebook. And yeah, I'll see you next week for a recap of episode 6. Thank you for joining. Y'all enjoy the rest of your afternoon.